You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Episode 26, I believe. As always, hit that like and subscribe button, turn those post notifications on so you know when we go live with these videos. Pops, the fuck is going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, baby boy. I can't complain. Life is good.
Facts. It's always special when we link up for a fucking podcast, you know, two of the brightest minds in the space to talk our shit and everything like that. So yeah, guys, this week it's me and OG. So Pops, just let the people know what you've been up to and watching, like video game wise, TV, you know, shows, everything like that. What you've been up to?
I've been going hard on Tekken 8, obviously. We know that, you know.
Yes, sir.
Also, I've been getting back on COD. Been having fun with Resurgence. You know, sweaty fun, you know, stress fun, but fun all the same. And I actually caught up with this show that I was hearing a lot about, but I never had the opportunity to watch. But me and wife have been watching it, and it's been a blast. It's called The Warrior. I don't know if you know about it. It's based on the writings of Bruce Lee.
I haven't seen
Awesome show. Yeah, it's an awesome show on Netflix. I mean, definitely adult-rated content in there. That's not for the kids.
Copy. Not a family thing. It's for the adults.
Yeah. You and your woman. Nice popcorn, nice blunt. You're good to go.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that about it, man.
Copy. How's the Tekken 8 grind been? I know you recently moved into what, Shinryu?
Yeah, Shinryu.
Oof.
You know.
Got there fast too.
Nah, yeah, you know how we do, man. You know, I'm a firm believer of steady pace, and I obviously wasn't you know, jumping on rank immediately because, you know, we wanted to get the cobwebs out, get the rust out, put the WD-40 on before I went in there feeling good. And yeah, the rank has been, you know, awesome. Definitely hit a wall right now. Hit a wall right now. So, you know, but how about you? You know, congratulations. You know.
Oh yeah, man. I'm editing the video right now, but today we actually moved into the purple ranks. That was a pretty. I wouldn't even say dope. There was nothing fun about that grind. I wouldn't even lie to you guys and say, yeah, it was dope. You know, I had fun. I did not have fucking fun.
It's stressful.
Yeah, it was very stressful. At that level, it's kind of just like a bunch of knowledge checks. So like, what I'd noticed, especially Lee being like a kind of like more of a defensive character and shit like that, I can't really just like string out, you know, without thinking the way some other people can. And it's just more like finding like, okay, I'm playing against, let's say I'm playing against a King, or let's say I'm playing against an Elisa. You know, the more you play against these different characters, even though they may not play similarly, you'll be able to recognize certain moves and you'll know how to punish those moves in the future. So right now it's just like a lot of homework checks and shit like that. Like, okay, I know that this is an option for him, so let me punish it this way and shit like that. So been alright, been cool. Definitely been a homework check. And Tekken 8, not even just Tekken 8, just Tekken, yeah, man. It's just one of them, you got to commit to the game. You can't cheat the game. We talk about it all the time.
Yep. You know, and I'm not gonna speak for nobody else, man. You know, but dudes will see it when they hit that wall. You know, some people gonna get discouraged, and some people gonna persevere.
Right.
You know how we've been doing this for better part of 20 years.
Very long.
We don't get discouraged easily. You know, we at this for the long haul, like we've been telling all our peers and friends and everybody.
Shit is a grind. You know, never ending grind.
Yes, sir.
Nah, yeah. And then on the Fortnite side, I've been enjoying the new season. That shit is sweaty on there too. It feels like I'm playing Tekken on Fortnite. Niggas is fucking wilding on Fortnite, and I don't even touch rank. So this is just like, you know, just like player lobbies and shit like that, just like, you know, friendlies. Imagine Fortnite rank, these fucking cracked out kids just wilding out and shit.
Yeah, it's just, you know, right now you as a man, you know, having so much on your plate, to expect you to put in the amount of hours that these young kids is putting in, like that's not happening no more.
Yeah,
you know,
not no more. Especially and then content creation on, like, maybe if I wasn't a content creator, maybe I would be like that extra time that I take on doing shit like that. If that was all put into like video games, then maybe. But no, we got shit to do. Niggas got shit to do, and that's the great thing with Tekken. You can just kind of grind it out. I'm trying to get as high. Basically, like my game plan right now is I'm trying to get as many wins as I can get before a nigga start pulling out Eddie.
He's dropping soon, and you know that's gonna be
I think it might be next week or some shit like that.
Yeah. I am not looking forward to that. I'll tell you right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Especially like, I know there's gonna be like new animations and like new moves that he got access to, especially with that new stock shit that he got. So
Yeah, the installs, yeah, man. And then he could carry those over to the other round, like, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like Street Fighter with the meter.
you know who I noticed that got
So
that? Like Zafina, Claudio, Brian, even Oscar got it.
I think the last update they did when they installed the Tekken shop, they gave those updates to those characters already. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
Oscar
yep, yep,
got
yep.
some stock shit. I don't know how like exactly how it works, but
I know I
kind of
see her
wild.
like her hands glow up. Her hands glow
She's
up. I
probably
think
able to
she was
parry
like,
anything, some shit.
yeah, I mean, listen, man, at this point, man, I'm just glad that I'm actually able to compete. It's not even about trying to be, top tier or whatever,
Trying to be
but
the
I'm just
very
able to
best that no
compete.
one ever was. Yeah, it's just like, oh
Yeah,
shit, I can
exactly.
enjoy this, and
Exactly.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
know?
And then yeah, man. So that's cool on that. And before we get into some news, all right, this is a new old segment. This is basically a retro. We used to do this back in the day on Instagram. Every Monday, we would hold this segment called Monday Mashups on Instagram.com/between
The
villains.
mashups.
Yep, the
The
mashups
mashups.
are back, man. So what we're gonna start doing to kind of like take the Monday mashups thing to the next level is we're gonna start talking about the outcomes on chilling with the villains and just kind of like, you know what I mean, get crazy with it and shit like that. So this week for our first retro Monday mashups, number one we had Akuma versus Kazuya. Pops, let's talk about that matchup. Let's talk about who you feel wins that and why, and then we'll get into like the actual votes and who won that.
Look, man, you know where my love lies at, but I got to be practical. I got to be unbiased. I am a Kazuya main. Been a Kazuya main for 20 plus years, just as long as I've been a Law main. And if I'm stepping out of my own way and looking at it from the outside in, he is losing to Akuma. He's losing to Akuma, bro.
Easty.
You know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna put it as relative as I can put it. It took Kazuya to get the devil gene to beat his father, who doesn't have a devil gene. And how long it took him to actually defeat Heihachi?
Right. We obviously represent Tekken 7.
Heihachi got starched up by Akuma.
Starch. Scott Storch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Akuma fights Kazuya after that. Kazuya had to turn into Devil Kazuya and still lost.
Yeah, that's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, and this is base Akuma. We're not talking about Shin Goki. We're not talking about
with the double fireballs on command.
We're not even talking about Oni right now. You know what I mean? We're not talking about these evolved levels that Akuma has. Akuma is one of the most broken characters in fighting game history, bro.
Yeah.
You could be a fanboy.
Lore-wise and actual in the games.
Yeah. You could be a fanboy of Tekken and say, nah, Kazuya's going to win. But no, he's not. He's not. Will he get starched up, like, put through the ringer? Nah, it'll be a hell of a fight. It'll be a hell of a fight, but he's going to lose. Look, man, I don't know. I mean, listen, at this point, the game been out. Tekken ain't been out for what, going on maybe 2 months?
Right.
So now it's no longer a spoiler. Now Deuce is just lazy.
Right.
He loses to Jin.
And I don't see Akuma losing to Jin, so.
No, man, no. So please, I get it. We all loving Tekken 8. We loving the game. So, okay, granted, niggas is going Kazuya, but nah, man, be practical. 10 fights, Kazuya's probably getting 3 fights out of 10.
And it's funny that you say be practical, because if you go on the Instagram post, I said that I was being biased because Kazuya is my man. Yeah. So obviously I'm a Tekken fan first, Street Fighter after that. But if we being honest, man, I think Akuma got that.
Yeah, Akuma's different, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is absolutely different. We've seen him beat up a lot of people over the years and shit like that. And like even if we referencing shit like
how about
Azora's
that other
Wrath?
game? I don't want to. Yeah.
Referencing shit like that, like this nigga doesn't die.
No. Like it was a better. Not that this wasn't a bad mashup, because it was, but it would have been a better argument. It would have been like Kazuya versus Ken or Ryu.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just trumps.
Be like, He could
So at
start some up
first,
a
when I
little.
was making the mashup, I was originally gonna do Akuma and Heihachi, but so let me do
Oof.
Kazuya,
Yeah, nah, because I get it. They did
popularity and shit like
very
that.
popularity, but
And you want to know what's
yeah,
cool? I don't know if you peeped, but Akuma recently got announced for Street Fighter 6. I know niggas is hyped for that.
yeah, I saw the trailer. Do you see what that dude is doing, bro?
Nah, I haven't seen. There's a trailer out,
Yeah, it's a little like
a
I
little
would say like a
snippet.
10-second trailer. He's over there, in his iconic dojo area. He's training. He's breaking mountains.
Like the
Yeah,
aesthetic of his new like look, stuff.
he looks like a lion. He looks like a
Yeah,
lion.
he's like a fucking lion for real.
Yeah, so, but yeah, man.
All right, so
Kazuya, I love him, man, but nah, he losing that.
we're gonna get into the actual votes, right? Because we know like this is kind of like the All-Star game. Fan votes, kind of take over. So, guys, the winner of the first Monday mashup is nobody. Would you believe that? Would you believe that nobody wins? It's a fucking tie. We got 10 votes, 5 for Akuma, 5 for Kazuya. I'll post it if you guys think I'm capping. But
What?
looks like
I'm
they
sorry.
fought each other to a standstill this week, man.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
not. Look, matter of fact, I can show you guys. Let me see if I can put it in the camera real quick. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so look, 50% Kazuya, 50% Akuma. Uh-huh.
Lord Jesus, what the crap?
Yeah, so nobody wins the first Monday matchup. I think that's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope,
Yeah, because it
they
could have been
went
11 people that
50,000.
voted.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because I seen when you posted it, and I seen a lot more than 11 people chime in.
Yeah, I don't think people
Yeah.
we'll probably try to make it a bit more clearer next time on how to
Yeah.
put like your voting and shit. But yeah, man, you go basically into the comment section, cast your vote. Were you able to see it, Dad?
Yeah, I
Oh
voted.
yeah, so if you were able to see it, then fuck that. You motherfuckers need to use your fucking social media. Get the fuck out of here. My dad don't
I
be finding
voted.
shit on his
I
phone. My dad can find it.
commented and I voted.
My dad can find it. Y'all can fucking find it. All right.
Yeah, 52 years old, bro. I don't even be on this thing like that. Y'all be all in tune with social media. There's no excuse.
All right, Dad. So you ready to chop it up about some news? Really get on nerd shit. Get into it.
Yes. I'm kind of hoping we move on to the next subject.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, guys. So as always, man, if you want to keep up with like our live updates on news, check us out, Instagram.com/BTWNVillains. It's right there in the bottom right of the screen if you're watching us on YouTube and shit like that. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. So this week we had a lot of different news popping off. We're gonna tackle the Marvel shit first and then get into the DC shit, because right now, in my opinion, I think the DC universe and like the shit that they got cooking up over there, in my opinion, is grabbing my attention a lot more than the MCU right now. Even with Deadpool, like in the future and shit like that, in the near future, I still like what DC got, going on over there and shit like that. So we're gonna get right into it with the Marvel shit first, right? So first kind of like rumor of the week was that James Marsden is apparently rumored to like be reprising his role as the original Cyclops. We all know OG Cyclops from like X-Men 1, 2, 3, I believe. And we know like there's gonna be a lot of different cameos in Deadpool 3, so it kind of like feeds into that, like the build of the movie where like, yeah, we're gonna kind of revisit a lot of old Marvel heroes and shit like that, and with the Chris Evans news and shit like that as Human Torch. So Pops, how you feeling about OG Cyclops coming back, and what are your hopes for Deadpool 3?
I'm almost like got no words to say, because this is fan service at his best. To me, he, out of all the Cyclops that have been portrayed over the years, been the best comic accurate talent to play the role. Obviously, the movies weren't that great, but him being the look, the feel, the vibe, the banter between him and Hugh Jackman,
that chemistry was important, and they got that shit down.
Yeah, very much so. The tension, the trilogy between him, Jean Grey, and
the shit with Marsden, he was kind of like able to match Hugh Jackman's bravado, but in a different, like more authoritative way.
Yeah. Definitely the leadership qualities.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman was like the leader, but like with actions more so than speaking.
Yeah, definitely. And I pray that I don't know like the vision of what he's doing. If Deadpool is doing some Deadpool kills the Marvel universe or whatever. I don't know how the route they're going, but I would definitely love to see him. Okay, Chris Evans as well. Hey, this movie looks like it's gonna set up so many things, man. And like this is when we was talking about. I don't remember, maybe like a couple of episodes back about certain movies being them tempos.
Yeah,
Deadpool 3 to me is gonna be one of those that's gonna set up a lot of very important movies going forward.
gotta be.
Yep.
If not, Marvel fucks up.
Ah man, I pray not, man. I pray not.
Especially because it looks like we might get either a different version of the TVA or the same TVA but a different look at it. So
Yeah, I definitely caught up on season 2 of Loki. That's But
yeah, Loki
yeah,
was
with
fine.
this going on right now, it's Deadpool, dude. It's the unpredictable nature that got me so excited because anything and everything can and will happen.
Right.
That's what I'm like, Lord Jesus. And then the fact that they kept it R-rated, they're allowing Ryan Reynolds to actually be himself in it. I mean, yeah, I think this movie is gonna be bar none.
And I think it's been about what, almost 15 years since Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were in the same movie as Wolverine and Deadpool together. So
Yeah, what was X-Men Origins?
and we live in a very different landscape. Like Deadpool is a very more comic book accurate character now, and it seems like Wolverine is going to be one too. So we just gonna have to wait to see. But I'm excited for this, man. Cyclops is probably my favorite X-Men of all time, and I really fuck with Marsden. And Marsden has still been working. He's not one of them people that like he stopped working after a couple of years. Like he's still in like the Sonic movies and shit like that. So we know he's a great actor. He's ready to work. And I think even for a brief cameo, I think it'll be dope.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
And I'm thinking about like the Ryan Reynolds banter and shit like that. Like he's gonna annoy the shit out of Cyclops fast.
Oh, dude.
Cyclops probably gonna fry him up with an optic blast.
That'll be immediate. That'll be immediate.
That should be fucking dope.
Yeah.
But let's keep it going, Pops. We're gonna move on to some more Marvel news. Some news that I actually think that you liked this week. You actually replied on the post and shit like that. So, new reports are suggesting that Eternals 2, Captain Marvel 3, Ant-Man 4, amongst some other projects, are being canceled or shelved over at Marvel. Pops, how you feeling about the news? Speak on it. Let's talk about it.
All 3 movies need to go to hell. Go to hell. You know how I feel about Eternals. You know how I feel about that woke ass the Marvels.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Ant-Man. I mean, no. The first Ant-Man, good. After that shit just kept on. What the hell was happening there? But yeah, Eternals, such a poor job of that movie. Can all of that, dude. Can all of that because you didn't get good reviews in the first one. So why would you even try to force feed the masses some more piss poor mashups of different comic events into one movie? Like it just don't make no sense to me. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm glad that they went the other route. Focus on the movies is actually going to be more important, and they're going to actually have a bigger impact than the MCU going forward. Yeah, I believe so. I'm so happy that they actually didn't force feed us, because that's what a lot of people are starting to do and say. They starting to say that it's like they getting superhero movie lag. Like they're getting tired of the just being these movies that have no substance,
no soul, no substance. Not
just,
really telling the story.
No, you just
spectacle. It's just more spectacle than anything.
Exactly. There's no soul in it, like you said. So yeah, can those things and leave it alone.
Maybe the only movie I'm sad about a little is Ant-Man 3 because the first 4 because the first 2 movies are really good and Kang was really good in the third movie. But yeah, man, I think Ant-Man was a cool hero to get into before Marvel got all of their rights back. But if you know,
I get it.
Marvel loves their X-Men.
I just was, again, man, because I guess my age shows, man, in certain areas, and I try to be as optimistic as you. I was just upset at the fact that I felt, me personally, the first Ant-Man movie should have been a movie set in the time period of the original Ant-Man and the original Wasp, doing whatever they're doing with the young Shield, you know. And then if you want to near the end, you know, you fast forward into modern times and then bring
You
Scott
could have
Lang in.
just left
You
Ant-Man and
don't
Wasp
start
trapped in
that.
a quantum realm, and then they don't age.
Yeah, you don't start Ant-Man with Scott Lang,
Scott
bro.
Lang,
Like,
yeah. Hank Pym is more legendary.
yeah, like
But
you. That's why I was
you
like,
know what that was too though. Not for nothing. That was
what was it?
also a fact of Marvel kind of just like starting up and not really knowing if Ant-Man was gonna sell or not. They had a
Yeah,
lot
but
more work to
that's
put
what
in
I'm
before they
saying.
could
You know,
introduce Ant-Man.
Kevin Feige should already understand, bro, that Ant-Man and the Wasp are OG Avengers, bro. It's
Yeah.
a disservice that you didn't even reference them in the making of the Avengers itself. So how is it when you first bring out the first movie of Ant-Man,
The nigga not there.
you only like you bringing them as like what?
Yeah.
Like no, that was my turn off on that. Now was it a bad movie? No, by any means it wasn't a bad movie at all. The first two were actually good movies, but like to put the original ones like side pieces or like over there in the background like that was to me like it was a poor taste in my book.
I feel
So,
you. I feel you on that. I
but,
can't disagree.
again, like I said, sometimes my age shows. Hey,
Nah, I agree, man. I agree. Especially with the early movies, like Ant-Man definitely is somebody that should have been established for sure.
yeah, you
100%.
could have definitely made the second Ant-Man movie with Scott Lang, taking the forefront of becoming Ant-Man, But that first movie, I would have looked like how they did like Agent Carter, how they did that set piece set in that time frame, back then. You could have did the first Ant-Man movie where it would have been in that time frame.
Yeah.
Where
Same thing
like
they
because
did with
that's
the
what you
first Captain
basically
America movie, and then bring them over
exactly
to the
around that
current
time
time.
frame, Yeah.
Right.
But you chose to make a modern take of Scott Lang, to me, who's nowhere near as important, even in comics or anything, as Hank Pym. I'm sorry, no,
Yeah,
like
definitely not.
well, make Hank Pym, and then that's what I'm saying.
I think
then
also though that it's gonna sound funny, but I think they were trying to avoid people bringing up the fact that Hank Pym was like a known like woman abuser.
I think that's
know
more
I
when
sound like I'm being funny,
but I think that was more when he became unhinged as Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, no, it is for sure. But I'm saying like if you ever like look into like comment sections whenever they talk about Ant-Man and shit, people always bring up that like
that's a stigma.
That's why even if you see in the comic books, they shelved Hank Pym a long time ago and never brought him back to being a prominent superhero.
That is true, man.
When was the last time you seen Hank Pym as a superhero? It's probably like what Avengers Disassembled or some shit.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hank Pym hasn't had his own book or nothing. Nothing that I know. It's always been Scott Lang, even before the movies. You know what I mean? Like they were kind of trying to pack him up a little bit.
In that vein, it makes more sense why they went with Scott Lang. I gather because of the maybe the media backlash. I get it, but I mean, I don't know.
Retcon that nigga. The way I be retconning niggas, retcon that shit. He's not a woman abuser. The fuck y'all talking about?
And the only reason why I said that they should have freaking did Ant-Man, Hank Pym. Why? Because then you could have maybe cross-referenced and retcon that he was the originator of the Ultron, and maybe Tony Stark's and freaking Bruce Banner found maybe blueprints of that, and that's what helped them create Ultron. Because he's the one who created Ultron. It had nothing to do with Iron Man or the Hulk. It had nothing to do with none of them. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like you gutted certain important events in Marvel history. And I mean, look, it did well. It sold, But you and I, when we first looked at that, we called BS immediately. Like, like that didn't go like that. That didn't happen like that. But I get it. The popularity of of Robert Downey, and his intelligence. Why you need another intelligent man to create Ultron?
Yeah,
I get it, but I just wish they would have. You doing this continuity, all these different shows and movies that tie into each other, but you leave a lot of things out on the cutting room floor that real comic book nerds, real followers of the comics for years see the BS, you know. So it bothers, but I get it. This is big business. This is about not just comic book nerds. It's about mainstream media.
Niggas trying to make that money.
Yep, exactly.
Money first, fan service second. That's how they thinking. But
So now, we moving on. We
moving on. Yeah, we got move on. We got move on. Because we got to get the episode done for tomorrow and shit. But like I said earlier in this episode, DC has been cooking some shit up over at DC Studios. We know that their cinematic universe, man, it's about to drop next July, I believe, with Superman. So it's what a time to be alive. Like, to see like DC kind of gain traction again and build some anticipation for the next movies. It's like something that we didn't think was gonna happen, and you know, I was kind of trying to like remain positive the whole time.
A Marvel dude remaining positive on a DC situation. That is
because you know DC is the forefathers right there. But man, we got some new looks at Superman Legacy, some set photos and shit of the engineer of the Authority. So, Dad, are you excited for Superman? How you feeling about it with all these different characters in the movie? I think they got like Mr. Terrific, Lex Luthor's gonna be in it, possibly Supergirl. I'm not sure, but man, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of like comic book, you know, like iconic comic book heroes and shit like that. So, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts is, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I was already like, the hell with everything because of what transpired, but little by little with you and seeing these little tidbits of information, there's hope again. I'm actually praying to God that James Gunn does the service that, you know, that you are adamant about, saying that, Dad, have some faith, he's gonna cook, he's gonna make it right. And I'm like, you know what, my son be right, so I'm gonna take faith in that. And the set photos, you know what I mean, you spoke about certain things there, what we seen, and we've been referencing certain things, and I'm like, Lord, if this comes to fruition, dude, like the possibilities right now, the possibilities, man. Just alone, you know, the little set photo of him of the S symbol. That's big. A lot of people just think, oh, that's just a part of the new suit. No.
Yeah, that's a lot more telling. Is talking about like the Kingdom Come shit, possible angles on the universe and what we can come to expect and shit like that.
Yes, sir. You know, and like you said, James Gunn, he's a fan first, and it's shown. You know, when perfect example. You know, Suicide Squad. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3. You know, I mean, he knows how to weave a very fun, emotional roller coaster of a movie. He's done already proven. So I'm here for it. Like I told you, it all hinges on Superman Legacy. My baby boy, all hinges on that, man. That thing got the smack. It got the smack because you're gonna have people that's worse than me, who are, you know, Snyderverse fanboys, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta sell it to them. You gotta be able to sway them into your vision and have them believe that what you're gonna do is pay homage to the source material even more than Snyder did. You know, you know, obviously I'm a little hurt. No Henry Cavill, no Ben Affleck, but you know, I'm sold with this young guy that's gonna portray the role of Superman. I mean, when we saw that set photo, I looked at him like, oh my God, bro. My main gripe always with Henry Cavill was the stature, not the physique, the stature. Like, Superman is not only big, but he's tall. You know what I mean?
Right.
6'4", 6'5", you know? And the kid is that tall, man. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then you got the vintage, you know, the golden era of comics with the suit. Lord, like, wow. Yeah. And the casting,
right.
Lord Jesus, Lord, bro, you got AAA actors on your set. You got AAA. What?
Yeah,
Guy Gardner. You know, Nathan Fillion. You got the girl from Game of Thrones. You got the dude that played in the X-Men movies. I forgot his name. That he's playing Mr. Terrific.
Possibly Chris Pratt is fucking Booster Gold in the future.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the whole universe is looking good, man.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm for it, man. Yeah. I'm for it.
And while we on the DC topic, we also got an update stating that Teen Titans is actively in development at DC Studios. Will be one of the new movies coming out. How you feeling about the Teen Titans movie, Pops? What do you want to see from there? Who should be the main villain?
Long overdue. So long overdue, man. So long overdue, man. Like they don't know, man, how important the Teen Titans are to the DC comics, man.
Yeah.
You know, like they are basically like the New Mutants. They are basically like the Young Avengers.
Right.
You know, like the importance and then the correlation with them and the Justice League, man.
It's
you
crazy.
know what I mean? Like,
and then when they turn into the Titans, they turn more into like the New Avengers.
Yeah, dude.
It becomes like a Justice League team on their own.
You know, they so badass, man. You know,
Deathstroke,
like
you thinking
the
for the villain?
Version. Oh man, yeah, you could definitely go Deathstroke. You know, I would believe that would be like your main antagonist.
Introduce him in a Batman movie. Even if it's for like a little cameo, introduce him a little 5 minutes. Batman running down on him. Maybe Deathstroke gets away, then reappears in Teen Titans.
Yeah, man.
I like little shit like that.
I would love to see the Judas Contract. You know, I was speaking about that.
We were talking about that. Yeah, Judas Contract would be cool to see like adapted on the big screen because we know it was adapted kind of right on the show.
Yeah, on the HBO Max it was. You know, they skimmed through it. You know, similar a little vibe like that. But obviously, you're not gonna get the full impact because it's episodic. It's a TV show. But a full movie showing the weight of the Titans' decision making and how it comes back to haunt them. And Deathstroke, my dude, like I'm saying, man, he is, bro. Like, Deathstroke is that dude, bro. A lot of people want to, Deathstroke is that dude, man.
Yeah,
like,
I think one of DC's better, like, just characters in general, too.
Yeah, because it's not only because, of his skills and power set, it's who he is as a man, You know
what I could see, too? I could see them adopting the storyline with, like, Terra.
Yeah. That's all part of the Judas Contract, bro.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, how she infiltrates the team.
From the inside out, she's like a sleeper agent for Deathstroke and shit.
Bro. Made Garth, Beast Boy fall in love with her, and then she betrays them and all of that, bro. Like it got like if y'all don't know, bro, go back and reference them comics, man. Let the fanboys, the people that's watching Between Villains, go back and reference them comics, and you're gonna know why me and my son is talking about. They're gonna make a live action.
It's crazy over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. All right, Pop. So that brings us to the end of the episode, man. Just some light news this week, but some exciting news nonetheless, man. Let us know what you guys are excited for, whether that's Superman, Teen Titans, fucking Deadpool 3, whatever it is. Comment that shit down below in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button and turn those post notifications on, Pops. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. It's been a fucking great episode. I love these episodes, my favorites.
I love you. I love the episodes as well, man.
And yeah, man. As always, guys, be safe. Till next week, and remember, it was a tie between Kazuya and Akuma.
Fanboys is crazy.